And we are live. Awesome. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Teamler15, and today I am joined by my awesome friend, Tanman.
Hello.
And today we are going to have a rant stream about the Kung Fu Panda movies. Yay!
And I just got the third one to watch today.
Yeah, so we're both fully caught up. Let me just put that in Discord. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and just talk about the chronology of the series really fast. So, there are three main movies. The first one that was released in 2008, the second one in 2011, and then the third one in 2016. And there are also other short films and whatnot, but I'm not gonna focus on those.
There's the holiday specials. There's the TV series Legends of Awesomeness
Mm-hmm.
that released on Nickelodeon, and I think there was one other one that released I've actually never seen that released on, I think it was Apple TV or whatever. I just didn't care much for it. And then
Yeah,
there's one new one coming out for Netflix
called.
uh,
Uh,
pretty soon.
yeah, yeah. It was announced pretty recently. It was. Let me find it. I think it was. Oh, Kung Fu Panda: The Dragon Knight.
Yep.
Oh, and the other series is called The Paws of Destiny. So yeah, this series has had two shows, and it will have a third one pretty soon.
Which I actually do think it looks interesting because Jack Black is returning to voice Poe in it, which is nice.
Oh, okay, he didn't voice Poe in the others.
No, it was the one they used for like the games and like other Kung Fu Panda media.
Oh, okay, okay, huh? Yeah, I've never really watched
Mick
any of this.
Winger, I think is his name.
Oh, oh, okay, huh? Okay. I did not know he was replaced. Yeah, you're right, Mick Winger
Yeah.
for the series.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I've never really watched the series except for one episode. So, but let's go
I've
ahead.
watched a few of them I watched a few of them growing up. It's all right. It's a fine show.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. I was hoping that they wouldn't be terrible.
I couldn't really say the same for the Apple TV series because I have not seen that and I'm not really looking interested in watching it.
Yeah, same here. But let's go ahead and talk about the first Kung Fu Panda movie. So, before we begin, let me go ahead and read this little synopsis. So, Po the Panda Bear starts off as a lowly waiter in a restaurant owned by his father. One day, after a series of mishaps, because he was trying to see what was going on, and
Yeah, he was locked out of the arena.
yeah, and it was an event in which the new Dragon Warrior would be chosen among the Furious Five, but Poe gets chosen
in order
instead. Yeah,
in order to stop the villain Tai Lung.
yeah. So Poe gets chosen, and everyone except Master Oogway thinks of it as an accident, but no, it really was Poe's destiny to become the warrior.
Mm.
So
As we can see later on in the series.
yeah, and
Yeah, not like that's something I love though. It's just how nonchalant Oogway is about it too. He's just like oh Poe's that's because the Dragon Warrior. Okay,
right.
like he knows that all this shit's gonna happen. He just rolls with it. He's like, all right.
Yeah, that's basically his thing. He just rolls with the punches. He rarely imposes order on anything. But yeah, uh, so now Poe has to learn how to become the Dragon Warrior and stop the villain from terrorizing the village and from stealing the Dragon Scroll. So can he do it? Oh, spoiler alert, he does. So
Yeah, he
yeah,
does.
like
He uses the Wishy Finger hold in Tai Lung and kills him.
basically. But yeah, that is the first movie in a nutshell. So positives. Well, I mean, what's there not to like?
Yeah.
I guess we could start with the animation.
Oh no, the animation's great.
It was truly great. The characters were very expressive. Everything was very detailed. Really, like, I liked it a lot. Clearly one of DreamWorks' best works.
The voice acting was also pretty good too. I got some really good celebrity casting there with Jack Black as Poe, Dustin Hoffman was Shifu, Seth Rogen as Mantis, Angelina Jolie as Tigress, Jackie Chan as Monkey,
Mm-hmm.
and Lucy Liu as Viper.
Yes. Yeah, plenty of good voice work here. The voice actors did a pretty good job. What else?
Let's see. The story was actually really good for what it was.
Yeah, I agree. It's it's a very it's I like it because I like stories where a warrior who's destined for greatness starts from absolutely nothing but then becomes a badass at the end of the film. You know, like Mulan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like the kind of your underdog story.
Yeah. So I like that part of the story.
And it's actually culturally accurate.
Yeah.
On that Mulan 2020.
Right? Because that's the thing in Eastern stories. You start from nothing and then you become a badass. You don't start off with gifts or whatever, or powers, some stupid shit like that. Plus, it's not even how chi works, so I don't know how the movie got that wrong. Like, even Fu Panda 3 understood it. Like, that's just so sad.
Kung Fu Panda 3 got it right.
Right?
Mulan has no excuse.
I know. And they were saying, oh, we're culturally accurate. No, no, you're not.
Nope. Nope. Not at all.
God. That movie was just a mess in every single way possible.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see, what else?
Oh, the action choreography was actually really fucking good.
It was. I love it so much. And it even gets better in the second. I did like it. Especially, I liked Poe's fight with the villain at the end. It's just so funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Freaking Tyling tackles him down the stairs. Poe sits on his face.
Right? I know, like, every attack Tai Lung threw at Poe just sent it right back at him. The ultimate counter.
He just punched him right in the stomach and just ended up bouncing him back.
Right? And the thing is that Poe's still pretty clumsy in that fight, and yet it works for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. I loved the fight scenes. Oh, hey, Maple.
Hey, Maple.
Okay, what else is there to talk about? Because this movie has a lot of positives, but I don't know where to start.
Yeah. Yeah. There's too many positives.
Right? Ooh, I like the characters. We can talk about the characters.
The characters were great. Shifu, Poe, Tigress, Tai Lung, Oogway, all the rest of the Furious Five. They're all really great characters.
They are. And they only get better in the sequels.
Yeah.
They're all interesting characters, and if you watch the other movies as well as the short films, you'll see that the other characters have interesting backstories to them. So yeah, these are pretty good characters. I love Tigress especially. She's just so awesome.
Yeah, she gets better in like 2 and 3. 2 especially.
Yeah. Because at first she's pretty antagonistic towards Poe because she wanted to be the Dragon Warrior.
Because her whole thing was like she wanted to be the Dragon Warrior, and like when Poe came in, she kind of grew resentment with Poe. But like as you will see in like the sequels and stuff, she will pretty much give up her own life to protect Poe.
Yeah, like she's like a protective big sister to Poe. Like, in fact, out of all the Furious Five members, she's the closest to Poe, emotionally speaking. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, she's very close to him. She becomes his best friend. So yeah, like these are really good characters. I like them all. And of course, Poe's father's a good character too. I like him.
Oh yeah, no, Mr. Pring's is a great character.
He is. Let's see. Oh,
I,
go ahead. Go ahead.
no, it's fine.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say that Maple brought up another good point. The humor in this movie is.
Oh yeah, the humor is great too.
It was so many, especially the scenes where Poe trains to become a warrior. It's just so funny watching him get his ass kicked.
Yeah, just by the freaking training grounds, and then the one scene where he's training with freaking Shifu, just literally fighting over a dumpling, something that Sonic Unleashed will reference.
Right? Yeah, that was a good scene. And in the end, Poe is victorious. Let's see. I like the music. The soundtrack was good.
Oh god, no, the soundtrack is beautiful in all three films.
It is. I do like it.
It's like the one scene where Oogway vanishes in the pedals and shit is such a gorgeous piece of music.
Yeah, I agree. Really fit the mood.
Yeah.
Really, there's just so much good to this film. Like, huh? What else? What else is good about it?
Not gonna lie, this movie did kind of remind me of a China Sonic Unleashed, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. I guess. I guess I like the themes that the movie. Well, it kind of ties to the plot, but I like the themes that the movie had. About how, if you work hard, you could become great. Like anyone could become great.
It's like something somebody told me before when we watched these movies, and like when we did like a DreamWorks marathon way back when it was like the themes I used to do like student, master, teacher.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's post progression. That's exactly how things turn out for him. He goes from being a student to a master to a teacher. Even in like I believe it was one of the short films, Master Shifu tells Poe that it is the duty of the old generation to teach the young generation, and so on and so forth. So that's basically what Poe ends up doing. And another thing that I liked about the movie regarding themes was like Master Shifu's philosophy about needing control over everything was challenged by Master Oogway, who said, "No, there are times where, you should just leave things be. Just let things take their course."
Yeah.
And not try to.
And Oogway's signature quote of "There are no accidents."
Right. Which he said. Yeah, he said that quite a bit in the first film.
Yeah, even Shifu called him out on that. I know you said it to me twice,
right?
But that was no accident either. Thrice.
I love that part. But yeah, Master Oogway really did believe that Poe was destined to be a great warrior, and he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, this movie was just very great. No wonder it became so big in China.
Mm-hmm. Because it knows how to actually get Chinese representation right.
It did. It really did. Really did. Like the Chinese were so impressed by that film, extremely impressed.
Because it reminds me a lot of like when I watched the behind the scenes stuff. It reminds me a lot of with like Madagascar 2, where they did the research of China to make sure to get every detail right.
Yeah, I watched that too. Like they went to Africa and took how many pictures? Thousands upon thousands of pictures.
Like, thousands of pictures, just trying to make sure to get every detail of Africa right.
Yeah, like all the animals, the landscapes, even the sun, like the sky. They tried to get right. Like, cause, and yeah, Madagascar 2 was a really good reflection of that. You could tell that
Hmm.
they did their research on that. Hmm. What else?
But
I think I can't think of anything else. I think
neither
this.
can I. It's really, the negatives, though, we can't really think of any negatives.
Right? I can't think of any.
There's not really many negatives we can really think of. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, right. Maple brought up a good point. Yeah. Um, regarding the themes again, like there was also a interesting twist in the movie
Oh,
where,
yeah, when it turns out the Dragon Scroll didn't have anything in it,
yeah,
and it was just all it was just a reflection of yourself.
right. So the message was, if you believe you are special, then you can become special. Even Poe's father said it actually.
Yeah, because he brings up the whole thing of, like, the secret ingredients of the secret ingredient soup. Because again, because Mr. Ping is a restaurant owner, and like talks about noodles a lot,
Yeah,
and there's something he makes called the secret to this secret recipe soup or whatever. And at the near the end of the movie, where Poe realizes that about the whole scroll is that there is no secret ingredient.
yeah. The only thing that you need is yourself, really. You need confidence. That's really it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a nice theme.
If I did have a nitpick, if I did have a nitpick, it was mostly the Poe's perhaps too overpowered. And I don't really think he was all that overpowered.
Yeah, he's just the thing is that he was just a really good counter to Tai Lung. That's really it. Like he wasn't really presented to be powerful because let's be honest, like and you'll see this a bit in the sequels as well. Poe is still very inexperienced and still doesn't have a lot of
Yeah,
skill because
Poe's
the
fat. Poe's
yeah,
fat and he's clumsy.
yeah, but he makes it work. He has skills, but
Yeah.
the other kung fu masters are still better than him. So
Hmm.
especially Tigress, who would have no problems defeating him, but she couldn't defeat Tai Lung because she didn't have a skill set for it. But Poe did, so Poe was just a good counter to Tai Lung. Not it wasn't that he was really strong. He just kept rebounding, like redirecting all of Tai Lung's attacks because Tai Lung did not have a defense options to deal with Poe. Poe's unpredictability and fat.
That again, every punch that Tyler threw at Poe, it just bounced off him, literally.
Yeah, yeah. Poe was just a really good counter. Everyone else just had a hard time with him because Tai Lung had that pressure point attack that the others didn't have an answer to, but Poe did.
Mm-hmm.
So the movie's not. I don't think the movie wasn't trying to make Poe like a super badass. Just that he was a really good counter to Tai Lung. And in fact, it's a cycle of counters if you think about it. So Poe counters Tai Lung, who counters Tigress, who counters Poe. So really, it depends. Like how well you do against your opponent depends on what options you have. And Poe just had the best options against Tai Lung, despite being the least skilled out of everyone. So it worked for him.
Yeah.
Tai Lung wasn't quite as fleshed out as the other characters. And he does tend to disappear through some stretches of the movie. Yeah, he could have been fleshed out a bit more.
Yeah. Like, I think Kai definitely did become more. Like, Kai and Shen are definitely more fleshed out villains, but Shen more so.
Yeah, like Shen actually did have more of a backstory than the other two did. But the other two, but Tai especially, not so much. Kai, he had some backstory, but Shen had the most out of all of them.
Yeah. So, like, if I had to rank the villains, I'd say Shen, Kai, and then Tai Lung.
I agree.
But that doesn't mean Tai Lung wasn't a bad villain, it just wasn't as fleshed out. But then again, it's a case of, like, first movie syndrome, where it's like not everything's gonna be explained right away.
Yeah. Yeah, and the first movie still did pretty well, all things
Mm.
considered. So, but
I guess that was the really only negatives we can really see in the movie. Otherwise it's fantastic.
yeah, yeah. There's not much I could say regarding bad things of this film. But yeah, the movie was quite good. I liked it a lot. I've watched it twice, so yeah, it's
I
just that
watched it
good.
more than you can believe.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
But that was Kung Fu Panda 1. Now let's talk about number 2. Yes, my
Oh my,
favorite.
yeah, two is the best.
It
No
is.
holds barred.
It's so good. I loved it. Okay, so let me just go ahead and cover the synopsis. So, Poe is now an awesome warrior, so he spends his day joining the Furious Five and Master Shifu in protecting the village from bandits and other criminals. And they're pretty kick-ass, like, so kick-ass. Like, the first few scenes of the movie, Poe and his chemistry with all the other members.
Oh yeah, great.
It
Yeah,
is.
if you thought the action choreography was great in the first one, wait till you see the action in this movie.
It's so good. Like, so many awesome fight scenes. Just so many. I literally replayed every fight scene once because they were just that good.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, new villain and all, so
Yep.
Lord
Lord.
Shen, yeah, he he wants to conquer all of China, and he ends up developing a weapon
Which is like a giant cannon.
that shoots out uh, firework cannonballs, if you could call them that, I guess.
Yeah, I want to say that's pretty much what they kind of are.
Yeah.
Because the beginning of the movie, the soothsayer narrates like the whole life with Shen, where like he was soon to he was soon to take place in line of the throne, but the soothsayer foretold that a warrior black and white will one day defeat him. Shen took that personally and decided to exterminate every panda in the fucking planet.
Right. That's what he tried to do, and I'm just like, fam, wow, okay.
And when he came home expecting his parents to be proud of what he did, they were not, and they kicked him out.
Yep. They were like, no, bitch, go away. We don't want you here anymore. Bye. And so Shen is like, I'm going to have my revenge and take over all of China. With an iron fist, basically. Literally. So, yeah, now Poe and his friends have to stop him. And of course, Poe actually doesn't even remember his tragic past. Not at first.
There was this one moment during the first fight scene where like one of the henchman wolves comes up to Poe wielding like a hammer with a symbol on it that suddenly reminded Poe of like what happened.
Yeah. And that symbol keeps bothering him throughout the film until and like there's this one moment where he actually just manages to remember what happened.
He because like he's been trying to hold that memory back, but near the end of the film he embraced the memory.
Yep. And then he's finally because throughout the film he's just not in a good mental state.
Yeah, because the whole movie goes through like the themes of like adoption and stuff, where Mr. Ping does admit that he was adopted.
Yeah. So, yeah, it deals with that theme as well as the theme of trying to repress your past traumas, but learning to face them head on. So there's that too. And yeah, but in the end, Poe does kick the villain's ass, along with the help of not just the Furious Five and Master Shifu, but also a few other Kung Fu masters, Master Croc and Master Ox.
Master Ox.
Yeah. Master Rhino died in the film.
Oh yeah. Shen fucking killed him.
He nuked him, like just gone, just blasted him. And Tigress was like, "How? That good dude has an impenetrable defense." Oh, there's a good
Yeah,
reason,
like, oh yeah, it was, and she was like, kung fu. It wasn't kung fu. It was a weapon.
right? Yeah, it was a weapon that defeated him. That was the only logical explanation, and Lord Shen was going to use it on everyone.
Ruled China with an iron fist.
Yep, but Poe uses his own weapon against him, just like in the first movie, actually. And
Prince just was
re-
like I remember at the end, like Poe was like trying to tell Shen like it's time to let go of the past, Shen.
Shen tries to kill him.
All that, yeah, and Shen Prince tries to do one last final ditch effort to kill Poe, which ends up him cutting ropes, tying, holding up the support on one of the cannons, and drops on him and explodes.
And he doesn't even try to run away. He's just like, this is it. Okay. It's like, dude, you were given mercy and you just threw it away. I mean, some villains do that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what happens. So, Poe saves the day again because he's awesome like that. But yeah, that's Kung Fu Panda 2. Okay, positives. What's there not to like?
What's it not to like? Yeah, the story is fucking dark for a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, it's the darkest
Like,
out of all the films.
yeah, that's my favorite like ending. It always fucking it makes me teary eyed every time I watch it. It's such a sweet and like very sad ending.
Yeah, it is.
where Poe pretty much braces Mr. Ping as his father.
Yep. Oh, of course, there's a little thing to the ending, as you'll see.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, turns out Poe's dad is alive.
And not just him, but the entirety of the Panda Village, except for one person. But
Poe's mom did. Yeah, Poe's mom did die,
yeah,
unfortunately.
but everyone else lived.
Well, most of them anyway. God knows how many of them freaking Shen killed.
True. But yeah, Shen failed to kill all the pandas. But yeah, the story is just amazing. I really did like it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Maple, as you said, the characters are definitely more developed, and the action is...
Yeah. Like I said before, it definitely utilizes the Furious 5 to the fullest.
Definitely. Especially Tigress.
Definitely Tigress.
She has such good chemistry with Poe. And it's always nice seeing her kick ass. So, yeah, everyone is definitely more developed, just kicking ass like it's nothing. And I just love how creative Poe is with his attacks. Like, he's just so creative. Like, using pots and pans and literally anything he can get his hands on, like, to hit the enemies. And it works. It works. He's so inventive. I love it.
It's just in the one scene in Gangwon Village where he's like disguised himself as like like a dragon or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And where he literally just freaking eats the wolves like freaking Pac-Man.
I know. Like, that's literally what happened. Like, he and the others just went through the city in that dragon costume and then just literally ate up all the guards and spat them out. It's so funny.
I just remember the one moment where they actually spat out Monkey, and Monkey's just like, just.
And then he put him back in. That was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, which leads into the next little point. The action is definitely amazing. The choreography. Mm-hmm. If you liked the first one, you'll definitely love this one even more. So many good action scenes, really good chemistry between all of the warriors. If you like, it's reminiscent of Kingdom Hearts, where there are just so many good team attacks. It's like that here.
Yeah. I
really do love team attacks. I love them.
Yeah, team attacks in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 are just amazing.
Yeah. And in this film too, like, it's just all of them. It's just so good.
Yeah. Or just the one bit in Gangnam where Poe's just chasing the boss wolf through the city on like little carts.
I loved that. I just loved that. I loved that sequence. Okay. Hmm. The villain. The villain is.
Oh, the villain is fucking fantastic. Gary Oldman really knocked it out of the park with Shen.
He did. Shen is a really good villain here.
Yeah.
Definitely menacing.
Gary Oldman definitely pulls the menacing and uh, silly side well.
Yeah. Definitely a step up from the villain in the first one, which wasn't bad, but could have been better.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, he was willing to kill an entire race just to, like, holy shit. Holy shit.
And for the one bit, like when he gets into the old throne room, he's like, "My father's throne. He used to let me sit here and play with him when I was little." And he just chucks the fucking throne out the window. He just does not care.
I know, it's like, dude, what the fuck? I love it. The villain is just really great here. What else? Oh, right. Well, Maple said it already. I think we might have already mentioned it, but the characters are definitely better than they were before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just the other one moment where the soothsayer is trying to tell him that his parents did love him and like having to send him away killed them. And the one line that Shen has in that scene always gives me goosebumps when I hear it. The dead exist in the past. I must attend to the future.
Damn.
Just shows how cold and calculated he is.
Yeah. She's like, your parents loved you, you know, and he's like, and?
Pretty much.
He just did not give a shit. Yeah, he was sociopathic, definitely. Let's see. Oh, I like the soothsayer character as well. She was funny.
Oh yeah, the soothsayer was great.
Let's see what else. The humor. I like the humor a lot.
The humor is great too. It's not. There's not a whole lot of it though. But again, what they do make up for it though is some great action.
Yeah. Yeah, not as much humor as in the first one, but I mean, this is a dark film, so.
It doesn't really need it. It doesn't need a lot of jokes.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, as you said, the humor that this film does have is still pretty great. What else? What else? I'm gonna just look at the... Okay, well, the soundtrack.
The soundtrack's better than before.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. I liked it a lot. It certainly knew how to set the mood regarding Poe's past.
Setting up like very high speed action bits and mix it in with like very depressing atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked how the film was able to shift between the two flawlessly. Let me see what else. Well, I mean, this goes without saying, but the animation was great.
Yeah, it was very, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, just as good as the first, if not better.
Yeah.
Huh. Anything else we can add?
There's so much we can't really think.
I know! Let's see. Oh, right, voice acting.
The voice acting is also really good.
Yep.
And the new member, Gary Oldman, he like I said, he fucking knocks it out of the park with Shen.
He does. I liked Shen's voice. Definitely, you could definitely feel how cold and calculating and sociopathic that villain was. But yeah, literally everyone did a good job with this film. Yeah, even the new characters. I can't think of anything else.
Neither can I.
Well, negatives. I can't like see these films are just so good that it's hard to think of.
Kung Fu Panda 2, I don't really think I could think of really any negatives.
I know. It's like, of course, we're not saying these movies are perfect, but they're just
Yeah,
so
no,
good
no, no,
that
no, no.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just like they're so good, the good outweighs the bad.
yeah. Huh? I just can't think of any. But that's okay.
Yeah, then that's fine.
But yeah, really, Kung Fu Panda 2 was just an amazing film.
Like it's definitely really top tier on my DreamWorks list. Honestly, I'd say it's probably better than Shrek 2, in my opinion. Like, I like Shrek 2, but honestly, in my opinion, it's overrated.
Okay. To me, personally, I think that these movies are on par with each other. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
yeah, yeah. Like all three Kung Fu Panda movies are good. Like there's like even in the weak one, like 3, it's still fantastic.
Yeah. The weakest film in the trilogy is still very good, so that says a lot.
Yeah. Like even watching it again, maybe you'll definitely appreciate a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, there are times where you won't you won't fully appreciate a movie at first, but
Yeah,
the more you watch
watching
it,
it. Yeah, the more you watch it, the more you like. It's like, wow, this movie's actually still really good.
yeah. But that was Kung Fu Panda 2. Amazing film.
Yeah, yeah for Kung Fu Panda 1, I'd say it was about 8.5, like Maple said. Kung Fu Panda 2 is definitely like a honestly probably a 10 out of 10 for me.
Dang.
Like again, it's not perfect, but I still think it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. For me, it'd probably be a 9 out of 10. But yeah, still a great film. I loved it.
Yeah.
But now there's Kung Fu Panda 3.
Hmm.
Okay, so Po is now no, Chifu made him a
Yeah. No.
teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. Kung Fu Panda 2 does not get talked about as much as it should.
Really? That's weird.
Anyway, time for Kung Fu Panda 3.
Okay. But yeah, Po is finally a teacher at the Dragon Palace. He tries to
Yeah.
teach.
Yeah. Yeah. Shifu makes Po into a teacher, which Po is not ready for, as he literally gets a Furious 5 gets a Furious 5 shit kicked out of him.
So it's like, oh, now they know how it feels. Although I'm sure they probably already knew how it felt when they first started training, but
Yeah.
but yeah, Po failed to teach them, which Shifu knew was going to happen.
Yeah. It's like he's like, oh, I know you couldn't.
but yeah, like Po some during this training, Po meets his biological father, which his adoptive father doesn't like, but we'll talk about that later. And the two hit it off immediately. Like, they're just having so much fun spending time with each other. And they wreck a lot of stuff in the Dragon Palace. Like, just destroy everything.
Destroy a lot of shit in the Jade Palace. and then suddenly they get called off to a fight in the village where a bunch of these green, like, jade creatures are attacking.
Yeah.
All because of the new villain Kai, voiced by J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, so there's a new villain on the horizon who wants to steal the chi of all the great kung fu masters, Po included. Yeah.
Yeah, and Kai was a spirit in the spirit realm, and he took Uguay's chi in order to get to the living realm.
Yeah. So Uguay tried to fight him but failed. So Kai ended up getting a ticket to the mortal realm, and he sends his jade statues out to capture the remaining kung fu masters. And he manages to take most of them, except for Tigress, who
Yeah,
escapes. Yeah, and then
yeah,
finds the
yeah. He takes Shifu. He takes Crane, Monkey, Mantis, Viper. Everyone except for Tigress.
yeah, because Shifu told
So
Tigress to run away and tell Poe what's going on.
Mr. Ping, and Lee are go to the hidden panda village
Yep. And there, Poe learns all about his heritage and how to be a real panda. Like,
to Master Chi to defeat Kai.
yep.
But
But
this movie does have the lie revealed thing where it turns out, oh yeah, Lee doesn't know how to do Chi, and Poe gets mad and just runs away.
yep. So yeah, Poe's father lied to him. Poe's father, the the pandas were they lived in this village and they were supposed to be the masters of chi, like how to teach people how to harness their chi, but they seem to have forgotten that. So so Poe got mad at his father for lying to him, and he goes and tries to train by himself.
Tigress comes and tries to snap him out of it.
Yep. And then Poe realizes that he can still take on Kai, and so he literally trains the entire village in kung fu, sort of like some impromptu form where they just use their talents.
Doing what they can do best. Like as Shifu said, I'm not trying to turn you into me. I'm trying to turn you into you.
Yeah. So Poe, Poe decides to.
Oh yeah. Post as voiced by Bryan Cranston.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Oh hi, Gabe YouTuber.
Hello.
But yeah, and then the villain comes. So everyone does pretty well against the villain and the Jade statues as well, but
it's all to distract Kai, so Poe can go behind him and use the Wishy Finger Hold to send him back to the spirit realm. But unfortunately, because Kai is a spirit warrior, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it works only on mortals. So Poe used it.
What,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Poe uses it on himself and banishes him and Kai to the spirit realm.
Yep. So, and then Poe and Kai fight in the spirit realm, but Poe's outmatched, and so
and almost becomes a jade creature himself until everyone in the Panda Village, his dad, his adopted dad, and Tigress harness their chi in order to free Poe from the jade state.
Yep. So everyone in the village combines their chis and channels it into Poe, and then Poe becomes an awesome dragon warrior. Literally, he summons a dragon, a spirit dragon, yeah. And then just kicks.
It just leads to like there's leads to like a really funny bit. It's just a Poe slamming freaking Kai into like everything, like walls, rocks, pillars.
Yeah, like it was an amazing fight, and Kai gets his ass kicked, and yeah. Oh, and
Kai dies via overload on chi.
Yeah.
Because Poe sends the giant dragon into Kai, which fills him up a little too much with too much chi.
Yeah. Reminds me of that of the ending of Amazing Spider-Man 2. But yeah, it's the same thing here. Just load the enemy with their own power, and then boom, they explode, and that's it. And there's this final scene with Poe and Master Oogway,
which reveals that Oogway, like I said, he knew how everything was going to happen.
Yeah, that's his thing.
He knew how what that Poe would become the Dragon Warrior. He knew that everything leading up to that would happen, and he knew that one day that Poe would become Oogway's successor.
Yeah, that's right. Oogway gives Poe his staff. Which Master Shifu gets jealous about.
Oh yeah, he's like, where'd you get that? I got it from Oogway in the spirit realm. Of course he did.
But yeah, but yeah,
At the at the end, Poe learns to teach and teaches everyone to harness their chi.
yep. So even the pandas are there learning kung fu along with Poe.
Mm-hmm.
So yay, everyone has fun at the end.
Positives, the animation was still very good. I think it's fucking gorgeous in there. A lot of luscious greens and stuff.
Definitely, it helps
Voice
that
acting was voice acting was still good.
it was.
Um, Characters were still good. Not as great as they were in 2, but still good.
Yeah, I feel like the characters are overall better in the second film.
Yeah. Kai is a good villain.
Good, but Shen is still better.
Yeah, yeah, by a long shot. Shen is definitely a better villain.
Yeah, because see, with Shen, it wasn't really just about. To me, it felt like it wasn't just about power with Shen. Like, because there was also the issue his parents feared what he was becoming, so there was that too.
With Kai, it was just power.
Yeah, not a bad motivation, but doesn't make him the deepest of villains.
Yeah. Action's still good. Yeah, yeah. Not as good as 2, but it has some good fight scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Kai was a rather meh villain, in my opinion. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like I feel like he's better than Tai Lung, but that's like a very slight margin.
Yeah. Yeah, he's better than Tai Lung, but not by much.
Yeah.
You thought the wire reveal felt rather cheap?
Yeah, I'll agree. The wire reveal thing was just kind of there. I think that's probably one of the negatives we could say about Kung Fu Panda 3.
Yeah.
Like it's not bad, but it felt kind of there.
True.
Yeah, but the humor was still good. I'd say it's probably the best humor out of the 3.
Yeah. This film is the funniest out of all of them.
Oh yeah, Poe reunited with his dad was just a nice thing.
It was. I liked the scenes with them together at the beginning of the film.
Yeah. I do like how both of Poe's dads become like better friends and stuff near the end of the film too. That
Character development, yay! But yeah, Poe's adoptive father also goes through development.
Mm.
The music,
it was pretty good too.
yeah. It was a nice soundtrack. Really, none of them have terrible soundtracks.
Yeah. I say they're all on par, really.
Yeah. Yeah, the team behind the soundtrack clearly knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
What
Let's
else?
see.
Okay, let
I
me
should say I haven't seen this one since it came out in theaters. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Get.
Let me go back. Let's see. What was Oh, okay. There was one thing. Oh, right. There was a theme of, instead of there was a theme of trying to have the teaching. I believe like I'm trying to like it was there was this theme of trying to just not try to be like somebody else,
Oh
but
yeah,
try to be
the yeah, just trying to be you, not trying to be anyone else. Try to be yourself.
yeah. Which one of the short films actually touches on regarding Tigress. So yeah, that moral is also present here.
Mhm.
And the first film also did that too, where Master Shifu was like, okay, I need to have my teaching style adapt to your learning style instead of just trying to force a square block into a round hole. So there
Yeah,
was
with
that.
yeah. This scene was more so with Poe, not much with Shifu.
Yeah,
And the first one was definitely more a teaching experience for Shifu, while this one here was a more teaching experience for Poe.
yeah. So Poe ended up being so Poe was in Shifu's position. He got have to teach other people. So yeah, good themes. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Although again, as much as we do say Kung Fu Panda 3 is pretty good, there is some things that I did feel kind of iffy with the film. For one, um, I did not really like how I wasn't a fan of how much the most of the Furious Five were kind of shelved.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the Furious Five were uh they were shelved for quite a bit of the movie. So we didn't get to see much of them. Unlike in the second one and the first one. In this one, most of them just don't.
Just exist.
Yeah, except Tigress. Even Master Shifu doesn't get that much screen time here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, Tigers is still good in in 3,
Yeah,
but again, it's just the rest of the Furious Five and Shifu are just like they were just there.
yeah. But it'd been nice to see more of
Uh,
them. Anything else?
they got captured a little too. Well, then again, the whole thing with like Kai's J creatures, they're supposed to be like stronger than the.
Yeah. And to be fair, like the Furious Five did put up a decent fight against the Jade creatures at the
Yeah,
beginning, but then later got overpowered.
especially when with Crane and Mantis getting captured by Kai.
Yeah, which is pretty much Mantis's fault, but yeah.
Yeah,
So they tried, but Kai was just too much for them.
the lie reveal. Yeah, the lie reveal thing was just kind of eh.
Yeah, the lie reveal could have been a bit better.
Yeah, like it does it like it works better in Madagascar 3, but here it's just like
Yeah, it
it's
feels
just
more like. Yeah, that's the thing. It feels like It kind of felt like a minor inconvenience. I don't know, like how to
yeah,
describe it. Like, and then in the end, they suddenly remember how to use chi again. Okay, I mean,
yeah,
I just, yeah, okay. I don't know. Like, it just, like, I feel like they could have handled all this a little bit better.
yeah,
Because they literally just wing it at the last second. It works, thank God, but they were
yeah,
they were pressed for time. Like, damn.
yeah. Poe's about to freaking die.
Yeah. But but anything else?
Um, hmm.
Hmm.
really good question. I trying to think. Other things that really didn't rub me the right way with the film. Yeah. The stakes weren't as high as it was in two.
Yeah, because really in two you had the entirety of China to worry about, but here it's just the kung fu masters. So really,
Like that in the Panda Village, it was like
yeah,
this really wasn't a whole lot of high stakes.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like while it is the funniest film, I feel like it did rely on the humor a little too much. I feel like it could have done a little bit more with the story rather than just doing like a chuckle every 2 minutes.
yeah, yeah. I feel like focusing a little bit more on the plot would have helped the movie a bit.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it had to be as dark as two, but it like could have maybe made a balance between the two.
Yeah, because the first film definitely felt more balanced in that regard. So, hmm.
I also found the movie feeling like more like a collection of payoffs to the trilogy and then its own thing.
Collection of payoffs. Oh, you probably. Oh, I think I see what you mean. Probably feel like this was less of a movie of its own. It was just more like paying tribute to the first two films. Is that what you mean? Perhaps.
So maybe is that what you're reading?
I don't know.
Hmm.
He might elaborate, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I just find the third one the weakest out of all of them.
Yeah. Agreed. Like again, I still love the third one, but it's just like again, that's just my gripes with the film.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so I'd say Kung Fu Panda 1 was an 8.5, 2 is a 10, 3 I would say 8 or 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably give. Honestly, I'd probably give the third one a 7, but that's just me. So,
Yeah,
first
that's
one.
fine. That's fine.
So yeah, the first one. Let me adjust this a bit actually, because give me that. There. Let's just. Yeah, that's what I would do. Okay.
If it's too much focus on trying to tie up loose ends, the first two movies, and doesn't stand as well as its own thing.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it. I guess I don't know. I just again I didn't get that feeling from the movie, but that was just me.
And neither did I.
But yeah, like maybe you have reasons. Maybe you probably. I'm sure you have good reasons for feeling that way. I mean this
Yeah,
this is subjective. So
yeah, yeah. Our own takes are subjective, really, and that'll be definitely evident when we do Madagascar.
yeah. Oh, and regarding the lie reveal, yeah, another thing that I did find off-putting about it. Now that I think about it, so Poe gets mad at his father, and rightfully so. But
Mhm.
but then it's like it's like the matter is almost instantly resolved.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
the
it just took Tyrus talking sense to him. It's not like Madagascar or like freaking Over the Hedge where like it takes a little bit to get the trust earn the trust back
yeah, or
into
Ice
their
Age for that matter.
yeah or yeah Ice Age where it's like yeah when Diego tells them like oh yeah freaking there's a pack hunting you Manny almost chokes Diego out.
Yeah, Manny was pissed, but Diego did manage to win his trust back. So,
Yeah.
but here it's just like, I hate you, Dad. You lied to me. Okay, let's just do this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, like
the, the, the Kung Fu Panda movies are basically like the animation equivalent of the original Star Wars trilogy. First one's a near perfect standalone movie. Second one's the darkest and the best one. The third is the weakest, the most lighthearted one, but still satisfying. I haven't seen Star Wars, but yeah, I guess I think I agree with that.
yeah. I've seen only the second film and I don't even remember it, so. Okay. But even though 3's the weakest, we still enjoyed it.
Yeah, like I can watch it when I feel like watching Kung Fu Panda from time to time, but I will watch 2 the most.
I know, because 2 is just so good. I love it. I love it. It's just so good. But yeah. So really overall, these movies are just great.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I love them.
Yeah. And
Probably, again, like I said, my favorite, definitely my favorite of the DreamWorks lineup.
yeah. Honestly, personally, I'd put them above Madagascar. Because I like them more than Madagascar.
Yeah, that doesn't mean Madagascar isn't great, because they are. They're all great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I just think Kung Fu Panda is, as much as I love Madagascar and again, freaking how much nostalgia I have for Madagascar, I will say Kung Fu Panda definitely beats it out by a huge margin.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It's the same thing with Shrek. It's what it does. It's the same thing with like Shrek. Kung Fu Panda beats Shrek out by a large margin as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the quality is just overall more consistent among the films in Kung Fu Panda than in Shrek.
Yeah, because like Shrek is like one's good, two's great but overrated in my opinion. Three's I like 3. 4 is just eh.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I think 1 and 2 are better than 3 and 4. I like 3 and 4. Although I feel like 4 might be a bit overrated, if I'm going to be honest. Like, because people think.
I feel the more sentiment with 2. It's like I like 2, but it's just kind of overrated. I just get sick of people talking about it like it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, people do that.
Yeah, I'm just like, Kung Fu Panda 2 though.
I know. It's great. I love it. Yeah, and now that I think about it, I would say that it is. I think it is objectively better than Shrek 2. Although Shrek 2 is still great in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just like, but like, it's like Shrek 2 is the best DreamWorks movie ever. But Kung Fu Panda 2 though.
No. Like, if you said one of the best, I'd agree with you. But
yeah, one of the best. Yeah, I guess I can kind of agree, but the best.
No.
No.
But still, whether it's Shrek or Kung Fu Panda or DreamWorks, we love these films.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would recommend these films, the Kung Fu Panda films, well, really all 3 series, to anyone. Yeah. But yeah, my personal ratings for the movies would be 8.5, 9, and 7. But those are just my ratings.
Yeah. Next, we got the Madagascar trilogy, plus penguins.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll cover that like tomorrow. But yeah, and yeah, the Madagascar trilogy and the Penguins movie. Yeah, I definitely have some things to say about those.
Yeah, same.
But but yeah, this was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end of our presentation. And there's one thing. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Gabe. That's how we feel. Like, Madagascar's great, but Kung Fu Panda's better.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I heard him.
Okay, but yeah, that is the end of our presentation. And I don't feel like talking about the short films or the holiday movie.
Yeah. The short film and the holiday movie are good, but again, we're just mainly focusing on the movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like the extra films, but yeah, the yeah, we were just gonna focus on the first three movies, which are all great. But
all on par, but again, two is the best of the three.
Yeah, and three's the weakest, but still a very good film. But yeah, that's it. Does anyone else in the chat have any last comments to make?
Anyone else besides Maple? Okay.
Yeah. Although, yeah, it was nice to have Maple chime in with his opinions.
Yeah, he did let us remember like, what some things we could agree on, like both being good and bad.
Yeah. I was not expecting to finish this quickly, but then again, there's not much. Yeah.
Hey, that only took like an hour.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, it's Kung Fu Panda. There's not much that we can say about it regarding how bad these films are, because there's almost nothing bad about them.
Yeah. Yeah, like, again, it's not like we're ranting about bad movies. This is more just like a positive stream than a rant stream.
Yeah. So, but yeah. But yeah, that will be it for now. Again, tomorrow we will cover the first three Madagascar. I mean, well, all three Madagascar movies and the Penguins film. And that would be it.
Yeah, again, Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda will be like the more shorter and positive streams. We'll be definitely having a lot more to say when it comes to Ice Age and Shrek.
Yeah, those are going to be more polarizing, definitely, because the quality in those is just not as consistent as the quality in Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, exactly. Don't judge a book by its cover, because you might. These movies are great.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I am T-Miller15.
And I am Tanman2001.
And we will see you guys next time. So until then, bye.
See ya.